All right, somebody check on GMS Chicago on their live. Check yours, Benji. Turn up the heat, and we'll see how it goes down, and we're gonna jump right there. I hear Bingham Binghams. Here we go. Shalom. You got it, Elder.
Hey, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the chapter here, the branch in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises going in honor to
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
Double honors to our apostles, to our elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers, our brothers doing this work. Salutations to the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen that look like the heathen,
right.
And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning. We're just gonna jump right into this lesson. And what we call it, so you thought it was a good idea to sign that contract with Hollywood. And what brought this on was this video with this young rapper who's basically trying to warn, the people about the industry, and that, and basically putting it out there that could somebody pull that video up?
I'm pulling right now.
And I forget his name because I don't really pay attention to
YT Osiris, and then it's another one
rappers,
too.
especially that drill stuff, because that's not even music if you ask me. That's
One got to a Bow Wow. Friend, lottery ticket. His name is.
He was in the movie with Bow Wow.
You know, do lottery ticket.
Brandon T. Jackson.
Yeah, he had somebody industry too.
Yeah, he spoke out against.
Yeah. Well, yeah, him and there's been others. Yeah, because Brandon T. Jackson, he fake woke. He an Israelite, but he on the weird doctrines. But nevertheless, he knows he's an Israelite, so you can't do anything against his truth, only for it. But nevertheless, this young rapper guy, once again, I forgot his name.
YT Osiris.
YT Osiris.
YK?
Or YK Osiris. All right.
But I don't pay no attention to these little motherfuckers.
So, and I've never heard him rap. I don't think, and I'm pretty positive he's just as garbage as the rest of most of these modern day rappers. Most of them suck really bad. They're not really that talented at all.
He was out for a short time, and he started talking.
Well, he started talking, and that's the problem. That's what this video is about. It says he for breaking his oath. So and basically what they're saying is that these other people are holding on to that oath, to those things that they those contracts that they signed with Esau, man. As a matter of fact, somebody get that that woe to them that go down to Egypt. They want to side with Pharaoh and lean into Pharaoh, man.
Yeah, they did it with Money Mike, Cat Williams. Yeah. He did the stand up. That's when everybody said he's crazy, he's doing this, he's doing that. It was right after he did that stand up, he started talking about the parties he went to, and all the weird shit. Yeah, all the weird shit he started witnessing. He kind of got light blackballed for him.
Because a lot of these people that blackballed him, they were the ones in those rooms, taking stuff up their anus.
And the thing is, you cannot be part of the industry. You're right. You can't be part of the industry.
All that big boy break down backs out.
Yeah, right. And Pepsi ended up dead.
That's right.
People still talking about that to this day.
That's right. But you cannot be in the industry, reveal secrets and information, and then think that they're not going to either punish you or kill you. Now, depending on how much you say and how far you are in the industry will depend on what they'll do. If you say too much information, they'll just have you murked. If you say something and you just kind of talk out your ass, they'll do what they call a humiliation ritual. And there's several ways to do that too. And that goes to Jim Carrey, but not only him, but many. They did that to Eddie Murphy before. When Eddie Murphy spoke out, and they did next thing you know, they video him 5-10 years before that they had in the archive just waiting. If you fuck up, because this is how they do you. When you get in the industry, they'll record you doing shit, and they have that as the ace in the box to hold you. Half the time you don't even know they got it. They'll just tell you don't fuck up. Because a lot of times, like if you really listen to the industry, and we can pull up videos all day, people exposing the industry that's been in the industry. A lot of times you come in there, you already nice and slap. You've been drinking, you've been smoking, been past a little wiki stick or whatever the fuck.
Oh, the one doing the bar.
Barbara, you already know I'm going.
He
You
was
know.
talking about it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was like, he ain't drinking nothing, searched up in
To the
the
studio,
booth, and it's 'cause-
right? Because by the time you get right, after that, you're not nice. They're like, "Hey, come over to this party." Oh yeah, we at the party. You at the party, you come in there, some smoky, dark ass room. You think it's gonna be bitches and shit and all over. Then you see niggas and all kind of shit, and it's like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?" You wait, and they said, "They motherfuckers wake up." Just a niggas on his rod or all kind of situations. They record shit. They get you there, and they say, "Hey, you don't.
If
you
you,
say
if you
something."
open your mouth,
We
this
got
video
your
will
ass.
surface.
I got a
They did
Bring
that.
it out,
With,
brother.
they did that with Eddie Murphy, and for a while, because Eddie Murphy was going bam, 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 bam. He spoke out and ran his mouth, and next thing you know, Eddie Murphy was a tranny.
Well, they did it with
Okay.
Prince.
Yeah.
He ended up dead.
Yeah.
Brent, because clearly whatever they
No,
had
the
around,
guy still. He did a video, and in there he says the glass elevators, which is Illuminati term, is as Illuminati term. He was like how he started exposing the industry, but low key, like through code, but it was not good code.
it was enough to where they were like, we
They
hear
said,
you.
they said,
Michael
"Oh,
Jackson.
yeah." They did the same thing on him too.
Well, well, think about Teddy Pendergrass. He gets popped off with a train when he wrecked his Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
And lost his ability to walk.
And that's all of the.
Yeah, I
industry.
think that was punishment on his part.
That's true too.
That was
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. Because he wrecked his car. They didn't wreck his car. He did. So that was the Lord jacking him up.
Right.
You know?
Put his ass in the
But
Turn him on.
yeah, because he's a big old masculine fruit. You know. All right, but
lights off so bad.
but go ahead,
It's
bro.
Ephesians 5:8. For you were sometimes darkness, but now are you light in the Lord? Walk as children of light. So the Lord woke us up to this truth. For the fruit of the Spirit is all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. For all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, and whatsoever doth make manifest is light. So it's a shame to speak on these things, but we have to because we are that light. We got to speak on it, man. They got all type of weird rituals and shit. Even the Masons, starting with your fraternities and your sororities,
God.
they got weird rituals. Then you work. That's
the
the
Masons
that's
and the Eastern
introduction
Stars.
level
That's it.
to the Masonry and Eastern Stars, man.
Yep.
And that's as high as you niggas really get. Y'all not Illuminati. Y'all
Yep.
puppets of Illuminati.
Yep.
But one of the rituals they got the tops only party. So there's a bunch of niggas just wearing shirts with they dicks out and they partying with each other, doing all type of weird
That's
shit
weird
with each
shit,
other, man.
Yeah.
But that's how the Masons get down. You got the hazing shit they do for the Greek fraternities because that proves that you're willing to do whatever once you win.
That's it.
So you let us do this while you out, or wait till you get in. You got to deal with all type of sodomite shit, man. Hey, it's called Greek for a reason, man. When you talking to a bitch say she with the Greek, or some dude say with the Greek, that's talking about anal sex. So them Greeks are really into that Greek shit, man.
Because if you go back, it's like elder. If you go back into
Yep, that's the term.
if you go back into the Pompeii and all the area in the Greek times, if you look at the icons that were on the wall, I will pull them up, but I can't because they will turn the video down. They were nothing.
They're
but,
embarrassed to that.
yes.
When it gets exposed.
Yes,
Because that was the real reason why
Lord,
Pompeii was
the
destroyed.
most
It was so extra because
Woo!
they had bestiality.
Woo!
They had
Wild
public
shit.
orgy,
Bro, they
Yeah.
did. It was the sexual haven of whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the most high
On top
big
of the
Mount
gladiator
was
fights.
it Mount Vesuvius or whatever it
So-
was?
Yeah.
Oh, Mount Pompeii, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it was. And that shit. And I remember the movie on it, and I love the movie because he's so rarely in his movies making a total finale like the Snap and the X-Men where everybody just died and everybody get mad because
No, in
it's
Pompeii,
so
they
down.
say that the rich and the poor died in the same fucking
Yes.
position.
And but they showed it in that movie, and it was
Yeah.
wonderful because it showed you that was the power of the Lord coming on that place.
And when
Because
they
Jake
dug
was
it up,
over there, man.
when they dug it up, they still found people. They
In the
found
same-
people
same
in
position.
balled up
Yeah.
positions, hugged together, people
The whole
doing
night.
this. You know, because the hot shit was coming down on them.
Yep.
Yeah,
And-
they
and
found their
effigy.
bodies
In effigy,
frozen.
yeah. And man,
It was-
that's the
so
power of the Lord.
Punished that place.
Whoo, that's the power of the
That
Lord.
was a brutal punishment. But bring out your scripture, brother.
There's Ephesians 6:10. It says, "Finally, brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For ye wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities,
Mm.
against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places."
which is basically what we do every time we go out and every time we put up a video. We're coming against these wicked places. That's how you know they're gonna come after us. But you know what? We actually look forward to all the destruction and the craziness that's going to come because we know that standard is going to get lifted up.
Can,
All right.
can you read that one more time?
Khan,
Because this
it
really
says-
goes into Hollywood too.
Of
Go ahead.
course.
It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For ye wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places.
See, what people don't understand, they call it a TV program for a reason. It's a program for you, for your mind. When you go to the movies, you go to listen to the videos on the music videos, like coming to This Is America from Danny Glover. You know what I'm saying? They actually tell you and reveal you a lot of things without saying it.
Yeah.
And they tell you things with saying it, and all of it is witch
It's
to the
witchcraft.
fuck craft.
Yeah, it's witchcraft because
Deception.
basically that's how I remember reading something in the what was it the Learned Elders of Zion,
Yeah.
whatever that book is
Mhm.
called, and one
Protocols.
of
Is
the
that right?
protocols of the Elders of Zion, and one of the things that how the witchcraft works is basically you have to tell what you're gonna do. You have to broadcast it before you do it. That's why the magician will always he predict the program. The magician shows you the trick before he does the trick.
Mhm.
He said he'll show you what he's doing and then he'll do the trick.
Like
And
the
that's
villain
pretty-
in every movie.
And that's pretty much how it works, man. You got a scripture? I'm holding a couple. But go ahead.
This is Matthew 16, and I'm gonna start at 24. Then said Yahweh Shai to his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. And whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he should gain the whole world and shall lose his own soul?
And that's basically what this young guy, this Osiris dude, was trying to say. He wasn't
did.
using the scriptures to say it, but basically he was pretty much saying the same thing.
And whatever you want me, I can play the video. It's so cute.
Okay, Baba Kushai, if we will play a few minutes of it, like the first maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
Then the dude, he's still down with it because he put him like the elder said, the humiliation period. He's for it. He's allowing them to humiliate.
That's what that's
humiliate
for.
him.
Right? It's a part of the whole deal.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a little bit more to this. It says, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? So here it is, you got guys who, a lot of them sell out because they try to get out these situations, but really you're getting out of one situation and you going to a worse situation. All right, because now you might want to look at a lot of these rappers. Look at Lil Pump, look at Lil Uzi Vert. A lot of these guys before
Lucifer?
Lil Uzi, yeah, that guy. A lot of these guys wasn't flamboyant until they came into the industry.
Shoot, even that guy from Atlanta. They just recently put him in dress, and now he got the blonde hair in the new season. You can see his head. He like
Keith?
is that his name?
Yeah, that's
Lil
him.
Keith?
Yeah, like because he's a good actor too.
Oh yeah, he's great.
You can see that his spirit kind of changed after that whole dress.
Yeah, they did that photo shoot with him. It's him and that. It's like King Cudi. Now he all weird.
Yeah.
And Kid
Oh,
Cudi was
now
the
being
same.
myself now.
He got a new deal. He's doing something for like some type of toy, some movie
After
coming
he
up.
wore that dress,
Yeah,
he come up.
so now
Because
because he's probably losing money.
No.
They gave him the
No, he was
option.
when they see that you can make money, you got a good name, and you're humble to their system. They do things to elevate you. All this, even after the so-called slap with Chris Rock, he was selling tickets for like $45 tickets beforehand. After the slap, he's selling for just a comedy set $300+ per ticket. All this shit. This is all rituals and setups. Esau, if you play his game and confuse the masses, he gives you blessings. Like he's going to go into. He's going to tell you the Most High will give you blessings on one side, but the devil, the demons will give you blessings on his side.
yeah, that's right.
It was another. What's the other dude that died in the airport? so-called
Juice
overdose.
WRLD, yeah.
Juice WRLD, not Juice WRLD. Before when he sold out, because he did a whole little Instagram thing where I'm gonna go sell my soul, y'all. He was with G Herbo and a bunch of other little niggas, and they had the whole pentagram and everything set up on it. He showed it,
Hey, J. Cole made jokes about it in his
Yeah.
in his music, and so did Logic.
you know.
Because both of those guys were selling out arenas before they even had contracts. They hadn't even sold contracts. They were so talented. Those are two of the most talented rappers that came out in recent years, man. It was Logic and J. Cole, man. And some people may disagree, but I disagree. But
J. Cole is, bro.
you don't listen to him, man. They ain't listening to him.
He's more
But
lyricist
the
than a lot
point
of
is
the other
that
people.
you don't sell out arenas without a contract, without being talented. You just don't do that. So
And when they
the
see
money,
that, yeah.
the money is you says enough for itself.
Well, when Esau see you can do that, Esau
Right.
comes approaches you and
Because
say either do this.
both of those guys reached damn near reached millionaire status before they even signed the contract, man.
And
So-
then when Esau see that,
but Jay-Z signed J. Cole, and then he I was listening to a song, I never even realized he said that. He was like, I'm finna go join the Illuminati. But he was serious about that shit. Fuck everybody. I'm about to join the Illuminati. Fuck everybody. Basically, all y'all who was saying don't do it, fuck y'all, I'm gonna do it. That's basically what he was saying.
He did a radio show, and he was actually justifying him doing it. He said, "Well, everybody sell out." He said, "People that go to work every day, they sell out to the white man because they get up."
Well, to a certain extent, he's telling the truth. To live in Babylon, people, because guess what? To go get all these degrees and these different things, you're selling out to a certain extent, man. Because matter of fact, to even accept to go fill out a job application and sign Hispanic or white or black or whatever, you're selling out, because those aren't nationalities. That's some shit that they made up. Right. So so no matter what you do in this wicked kingdom, man, it's a contract. Everything's about contracts, and you got to sign stuff to trust in this man. You got to go run down to Egypt. Bring it up, brother.
You ain't got to blow no rod to go to work.
Exactly. Well, that's true. But that's a little extreme.
We in captivity. We got what we got to do.
But
that nigga sucking rod.
Yeah, except make it good.
I didn't know you heard.
Well, making good was fine.
Yeah, but she still sucking out a rod to go to work, though.
Well, I don't boss. Shit.
You remember
Her daily routine. Her daily routine.
You gotta flip the card.
You know, go ahead, brother.
This Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh.
I got one I want to bring behind you real quick, then we'll play a little bit of that clip. This is Sirach, the 40th chapter, because this is what we're supposed to seek after, all right? Which is the wisdom of the Lord, man. And Jake has to come to the understanding that this isn't our rest, but Jake want to have, comfort on this side. It says, great travail is created for every man, and a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam, from the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things. So once man fell, once sin came into the world, man, that's just what it was. All right. And Israel, because we transgressed the law, this is not our rest. We were brought here to Babylon, to Egypt, to serve punishment.
That's it.
All right. So the Lord is not completely, he's not unmerciful. He allowed us to have a way, but we have to deny our flesh to a certain extent, and we have to deny the enemy. And these people here, they don't want to do either one of those things. They want to not deny their flesh at all, and they want to live comfortably behind enemy lines, man. So if you're in prison and you want to be treated well, so basically you got to sell out your own people, so that they can suffer while you getting benefits. And that's basically where we at. Hold on thoughts, man. We're gonna play a little bit of this video, and we'll never get to the break. Yeah, just a couple minutes of it.
Let me get this. This is what you get. Lay right in the middle of the walkway, and you wonder why somebody step on your paw.
it's an evil game. I don't know if y'all heard about the pedophilia shit that's going on. You know, Hollywood or whatever. Like the music shit ties into that. Like imagine kicking with some niggas. You sign a record deal and you cool and you walking in with them and they take you to a room and it's fucking. They can take you to a basement and his baby's down here chained up. That they're doing molesting and doing shit like that. You gonna say these motherfuckers is the devil. I'm just trying to deal with the devil. What the fuck type of shit is y'all into? But you know you might get your ass killed if you talk too much. So if you tell this shit and you saying Shorty YK Osiris, people think Shorty tripping, blah blah blah. They let that shit go and one day after the other. Shorty not fucking tripping. It's a level of success where it's a door. It's a door. When you platinum and you get 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you can walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that. So I went straight. This is what you would do. That's what you do. You get to a level of success. You get 30, 40, 50,000 a show.
Can they get a little louder?
There's 3 different doors, all right? There's 3 different ways to go. There's to the left.
It's the loudest.
There's to the right.
Shemai.
And there's straight. Straight is I'm not sure because I went straight. But I was awkward these doors. Lying. I don't. No. I'm saying that to the right when I seen it, those were those guys over there. You know what I'm saying? Those different people, which I have no problem with. You know, that's the you feel me? And I just chose to go straight. And I haven't been platinum.
See his and what?
He had been platinum since.
He said he had been platinum since, so he walked away from it.
No, that's bullshit.
But,
Noriega is famous, and he also signed to.
I don't know who the fuck he is. So
Yeah, he was signed to Def Jam, and he was on a video game, and he's still famous right now.
Oh, so that's why you saying he lied. Right.
Yeah, he got all his teeth.
He got with both.
He got all his teeth.
He's just the best stuff right here.
And then guess what? That's why he had on the sunglasses so you won't look into his eyes.
Yeah.
You know.
He was never really a good rapper.
That's the thing. He didn't have that much talent to go
Most of
platinum.
these guys that got contracts are not good rappers. A lot of shit I heard y'all brothers listen to. But anyway,
The Island Boys, one of the Island Boys said,
Oh yeah, he did.
he said, they asked him if he sold his soul. He said, or what did he do to get his fame? He said, I sold myself. So that's why a lot of them, they eventually overdose or they do drugs because they know there's a day coming where they're gonna have to be sacrificed. Like it was another artist that said it. Drake said it. He said, damn, what's the lyric? He said, I wake up and I thought it was my time, but it's not. So I'm gonna continue. Something like that to that nature. You know, so they have like an expiration date eventually,
Yeah,
right? And then it gets publicized. It goes around the world, and then yeah, it is.
It's called
so you gotta get shamed.
Exactly.
So you gotta get shamed and brought low.
Yep.
Damn. Well, and that's what they. That's why it says, hey, you know, what's that scripture to build your treasures in heaven?
Yeah. Because what we're doing is giving ourselves to the Heavenly Father for an eternal glory and an eternal reward. See, we're not selling out for, like the scripture says, woe to you, rich men, because you have received your consolation. All these rappers, they get their consolation. Now, my brother Yak and myself, we were in the industry. I remember living in LA, and I remember moving up the ladders and started meeting, you know, the different, you know, who's who in Hollywood, and behind the scenes as you get up. Because when you first in the industry, you're doing little shows here and there, you don't get shoot straight to the top. They see talent in you. They say, hey, look, if you want to be in this, take this door out the bam. If once you start playing that role, they're gonna send someone to you to see what's up. Yeah. And the dude told me, he pulled me to the side because we was just doing this play that was down there, and the director of the play was this actress that does a lot of shit behind the scenes and like a lot of character work. And Harry Lennox was there, and he's real big in Hollywood behind the scenes, and he trained Barack Obama, and they got a whole Man, y'all don't know the industry. Y'all don't know the industry, man. They pulled me to the side and he said, "Look, man, if you want to make it in this, if you want to make it in the industry, you got we have a society. You need to come join this brotherhood. Only way you can get into it is you've been invited. If you don't get invited, there's no way you can get into it, and you got an invite. All you had to do is say yes, about the bam." Immediately, now I didn't know the in depth about the Illuminati or the Masons or nothing. All I knew is that my mom, back in the day before she came to the church, was part of the Eastern Stars, whatever shit, and she told me, like, as a child, don't do none of that stuff. And then in the scriptures, reading the Bible, the scriptures will tell you about secret societies not doing things in secret and so forth. Get it.
This is
Then the God.
Con.
This is Isaiah 29:15. Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark.
Yeah.
And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
See, now, me being raised in the Bible and reading the scriptures all the time, I knew that so-called secret societies were not right. So when I got approached with a secret society, I said, I can't do it because of my faith. And I then never got the
download sit right with you.
Right. But it was the Lord. And next thing you know, I ended up going to the show, went overseas and went out to Bama, and then came back to Chicago to visit and came into the truth. But what these young aspiring actors and entertainers, when they first get their first little show, and that's not Illuminati, they ain't shit. That's you and your talent.
Lord taking all that shit away. My stablemate, one of my stablemates back in the day, he was from that season 1 Ultimate Fighter, the show that really blew up the UFC. His house just got burned down and he lost everything.
Damn, son.
Oh, you knew him?
Yeah. Yeah, we trained. We both we were trained together. That was my teammate.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Usually, how many names he dropped? He's one.
But yeah, man, he lost everything, man. I was like, damn, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Another, to line back off what you were saying, me as well was talking how you know the Masonic shit is bullshit. You know, guy at my job, you know, they always say some bullshit. Oh, I can see a lot of it, but all that bull, you know. So we was talking, and he was like, "Well, you gotta believe in God. You gotta believe in a higher power, and they don't care what you believe in. You can be a Muslim, you can be a Christian, you can be a Buddhist, but you have to believe in something. They all come together.
They coexist.
They coexist, but they still go." And I ain't gonna say the brother name, but it's a brother who, you know, and he said basically they all go before a shrine before they go into it, and they all bow down at the same
brother.
Shrine.
I know I sent it to you, but I sent it to a few brothers of the Edomite chick.
Shrines.
You talking about a shrine?
Yeah,
this chick was in a house, a regular house.
Oh,
and she points down the hallway. And she opens a door, looked like a closet, but you can see that it went. And then she opened up a door on the floor, and it went down. Yeah. And you went down this passage, and when you got to the end of the passage, it was a whole church theater in there that could seat about 400 or 500 people.
That's crazy.
And it was underground. It was huge.
Yeah,
and I was like, damn, man, people really think this Illuminati, this Mason shit ain't real. I can only imagine what goes on in a place like that.
In Mexico,
the eyes wide shut type shit.
In Mexico, they go for the cartels. Yeah. The preachers in Mexico, the cartel is big. The church is basically a haven, so they open the bottom floor, and then in the basement is where
the video.
Yeah,
because the cartels fund the churches so they can look like it's a holy convocation, but they really have where they go under and they hold their meetings. They down there hold the fathers or the pope or whatever, the deacon, the pastor, whatever. They hold them hostage, and underground they do all the business they have to. So then, if the federales or the cops show up, that's a whole different business from the church business, and they do it underground. Like they do that in Mexico. They make the church prop up to look like a legit business, so that they can hold business underground.
But they show you in The Simpsons too.
In Narcos.
They show you in The Simpsons too, because in The Simpsons, they had their whole little secret society. That the pastor was all of them was in it. The pastor, Mr. Burns, all of them, all of what you would call the respected people of the town, they was in a secret society. So that's why you got guys that got that's why you got your Nicki Minaj's and with your influence. They also show you in Goodbye Uncle Tom. He said we're gonna get the smart ones. We're gonna recruit the smart ones. So the smart ones they'll want to come to make a better life for themselves, and then our own people will start hating them because they feel like they traitors. Because eventually, what's happening? The what you would call your so-called leaders, your Gucci Mans, your Cardi B's, your Barack Obamas, all of these people are set up, all right, to basically continue to lead our people astray, man. It's all by design, you know.
And I'm glad you said that because and Pops knows this. I actually talked to him about it. Like my mom and dad, not mom and dad, but my mom on my mom's side, the whole side is just Masons and Eastern Stars, man. No, not Pops.
You said your mom and dad. You said your mom and dad. The Pops right here. So a star, so exposed.
Got a roll.
He's like, hey, you know all the record wants to sit down.
But no, that's why I think the most time that I was raised by Pops alone, because all of them, I mean, every single one of them is Masons and Eastern Star. My grandparents, who are pastors, you know what I'm saying, and co-pastors. Jennifer Hudson is my cousin, so it made sense with the sacrifice and all that shit that went down on that side of, that you dig. But I'm just glad that, Pops. But there's a lot of wickedness, and my mom actually exposed certain things that they actually do.
Did she have a witch book or some shit?
She done black magic. Like she admitted that to me. Said, "Oh, your sister was in a certain position, and I had to use black magic." And my cousin on that side said, "Your mom never been the same ever since she did that." You know what I'm saying?
Because first of all, the scripture says rebellion is the sin of witchcraft, right?
A lot of Negro women, so-called, doing shit like that. Even in church, they said how people were leaving the churches, and a lot of Negro women went to witchcraft. So anything that's against, anything that's rebellion against the scriptures, like he said, it's witchcraft.
Did you buy the video?
No,
it's not here. You sent it to me.
Damn,
and I cannot find it.
That's Satan.
Like, I went through all the videos you sent. I went from top to bottom, from bottom to top.
This is the second week in a
That's
row.
Satan.
Right.
That's Satan. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna play some Shemai. I'm gonna play some more of this video because he's going to say a whole lot. Is this the Osiris guy right here?
Yeah.
Because I thought the French Montana was the first one, right? No, 300 Montana, 300 Montana. My bad. Same difference to me.
Well, Montana, he talk about it in a lot of his songs though. How they keep coming at it. That's why you see a lot of them. What's the other nigga keep getting shot? And he ain't. What's the nigga? What's the nigga that just got shot? She got shot 10 times and one of them niggas that fucked with
Lil Reese.
Lil Reese.
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I forgot about that nigga.
They humiliate that nigga. That nigga. You know
Well, he never was in. He
Right.
He was just getting shot to a gangbanging Chicago nigga.
God.
What?
okay, my camera.
Listen up.
Different people, but I have no problem with, that's private, y'all. You feel me? And I just chose to go straight. And I have a good class.
Yeah. No, he's a city.
Okay, I forgot about this long ass. Okay, here you go. Shemai.
God don't like that we in this business. God don't like that we talk about money, cars, and clothes and hopes. So if you want to be in this news industry, you want to get money, understand what it comes with. It's not from God, it's from the devil. I just want you to understand that, because I don't want y'all to get lost in something and complain what y'all going through. So why y'all going through it? Period. It's not from God. Stop. As soon as you sign that contract and get that money, to take that money, you sold your soul. So all that nigga talking about, he sold his soul, she sold his soul. If you sign that contract, and got that money, you sold your soul. Big, point blank big. As soon as you sign that contract, you sold your soul. When you do that contract, say do all this and do all that, and if you don't do it, You put on the show. You sold your soul. Praise. These people will worship and praise our artists. They will not praise God. That's crazy. They will bang. They will.
Michael! Grown ass man, man.
Saying it is a blessing. You're not using God in vain. His name in vain. It's not a blessing from God. Stop saying it's a blessing from God. It's not a blessing. It's a blessing from the devil. If you're not using his name, it's a blessing from the devil. So stop saying that it's a God blessing. Because y'all always talk about these rappers, always talking about it, giving y'all all these stupid ass talks. Oh, this God blessing, what God wants you to do. No, this is not what God wants you to do. You go through all this shit. The devil give you all this money. Go through all this shit to destroy yourself. You destroy yourself. This is not God blessing, my nigga. God don't want you to do no. God don't want you to talk about no sex, money, cars, clothes, and hoes. What makes you think it's a blessing? What makes you think that? You see, let me tell you something. They always want you to. You know these rappers always say, all these big rappers out y'all look up to. They always tell you the good part about it, but they never tell you what the bad part. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they got all this money, but they dealing with emo spirits. They dealing with killing themselves. They dealing with, man, come on, man. Like, dude, like y'all don't understand, my nigga.
What's the scripture say? Is there that to be twicefold a child that was? Someone give me that real quick, because once you, the Lord, there's a couple scriptures coming to my mind. For one, it says, "Give no space or place to the devil." Someone give me that one too. See, in this industry, if you start playing with them and you open yourself to them, once you open that door, you will be pimped out. The greater you are, the more they will pimp you out. The lesser you are, they'll still pimp you out and get whatever they can get out of you. You know what I'm saying? And only a very few of these one-hit wonders, or got people who get in the industry and then they see the invite and they turn down the invite and then they don't show up no fucking more. All right? Go ahead, brother.
I got scripture. This is Matthew 4. I'm going to start at 7. Okay? Because it literally, the invite for Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah said unto him, "It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power." Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain and sheweth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, "All these things will I give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me."
And now Yahweh shall look like Yahweh promised me the universe, nigga.
Right. The eternal.
The eternal universe
and righteousness.
And righteousness. You want me to have the earth now?
And wickedness and temporal.
Right. I'll pass.
Stupid. Exactly. So, you know.
Yeah, it's gone.
So that's the greatest example right there, because he could have sold his soul right there and had everything, you know, because it was delivered unto Satan and unto the wicked, because the wicked gets its time, like righteousness gets its eternity. See, but Yahushua understood that, you know, so he was like, "Nah, I'm good, you know, on getting wickedness and ruling for a little bit of time and wickedness."
Next scripture, verse 10. Next verse, next 10. Then said Yahushua to him, "Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship Yahweh thy power, and him only shalt thou serve."
That's it. That's right. And see, now, like the young man is intimating, and it's funny that this is a conspiracy still, when you have not only dozens to hundreds of entertainers over the last 50, 60, 70 years will come out and speak out against it because it vexes their spirit. If you really watch this video, this is a compilation of different live shows that he's done on his own.
And they're trying to humiliate him.
Exactly.
That's true. Yes. Because by him speaking, it's the same thing they try to do us, make it sound like we crazy.
Yep.
Man, y'all ain't no chosen people, man. We ain't the Israelites, we Africans.
Hey, look, he just robbed the store.
You know,
they got to get somebody to say, "Oh," or the dude cat who came with Mike Tyson and said, pulled out the gun and said, "Shalom, shalom." Nigga, first of all, if you gonna say shalom and shalom, whatever, your warfare wouldn't be carnal. You wouldn't be pulling out no gun on camera trying to give a hug to fucking Mike Tyson. That's a fucking bullshit.
You know, they just trying to humiliate them because this is the music, this trash music, this trash shit, this trap shit that these young people like to listen to.
Trash.
You know, these little man this and little man that and all this. Like
little boy and young. And shit.
Do this
King,
whatever.
King Von.
That's the wrong name, Little Boy Young.
Right.
That's a new rap name.
Nobody gonna do it.
But the music is so garbage. But you gotta understand, man. The music has been the trap, and the music has given them a false sense of reality, and then they go out and try to live that shit. You know, Crazy Bone talked about it. I sent you that video. Again, you can actually send it. You can send it. I sent it to you on TikTok.
Okay, come.
But Crazy Bone did was talking about it, how he went to a meeting in like 2000, like 2 years, was like 2000, 2001.
They said 1991. That's before they got famous.
Oh, con. There you go, con, brother. But basically, yeah, that sounds about right. 1991, and this was before everything, you know, because that's pretty much when gangster rap really hit, and the conscious rap began to be pushed, phased out, right, and all that, you know. All that we're gods and we're black and we're the ancient race and all that stuff.
That 90s rap.
You know, all them dudes with the glasses and shit and the crazy haircuts.
And big baggy pants.
But then all the gangster music started coming out, which was the real trash, Benji, because it all that gangster shit.
Straight gutter.
Look what happened, because I remember in the 90s, man, Chicago was crazy, man, and most of the big cities were. Why? The music they were listening to, and the dude said in the meeting that Crazy Bone said that he said basically all our investors from these big music companies, he said our investors all own stock in the prison industry, in prison industry, and they need those jail cells filled, and basically they need to be filled with your people. So you need to change your lyrics to this, and so they glorify all this shoot 'em up, kill 'em. Gangster chains and gold teeth and chains and shit, all that bullshit and whoredoms, and they push that shit to this very day. And look at the mindset of our people, the mindset of our women. Well, you know, you got women singing lyrics about slutting themselves out,
right?
Calling themselves bitches. You know, you got, and now at first it was about, you know, just shooting and killing and being a gangster. And now it went about shooting and killing and then living alternative lifestyles on top of that. You got no, go ahead.
They got a whole temple in the ground. Watch out. Yes.
Let it play again, brother.
Oh, wait, do it.
Look.
Right, mute that. You mute that. We're going to get a fucking thing. Now play it. Play it without the sound.
Oh, yeah.
I just feared the Esau bitch.
Con.
It was copyright claim, man.
Yeah. But it was funny that it came up like that. Because I was literally thinking that when you were talking about how the music industry influenced this,
and that's why he used that song.
Exactly.
The guy who put it up, Little Child, because you could do that on TikTok, but now it won't put it big again. Ain't that some shit?
I know. You see me try to pull it up, and
they won't pull it up without the music.
Right.
Just mute your computer then.
I did.
Oh wow!
Ain't that something?
I didn't mute this. I muted my computer.
But it's showing you a whole underground temple, man.
Wow, Esau.
It's
you know? And it had Masonic symbols, all in the demonic symbols, all in the ceiling too.
Yeah. But our people are joining.
And so the music industry is connected to things like that because often they get called into places like this, ceremonies and shit like that. And like you said, you know, the music turned from DOS effects, you know. Shit that was just that was banging to something else.
So like, what was that guy Todd? He was talking about how every record industry has a like a basement was a pentagram. They put demons on the music.
Yeah,
I was just gonna put the picture in the group.
Yeah, I mean, but they've been doing that. I mean, they were doing that with all kinds of rock, you know, Led Zeppelin and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the heavy metal shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Same shit.
Yeah, they put demons on the track, and then when you return and listen to it, them demons out.
Yep, exactly. They're like
And if you don't have the covering of the Lord, because there is no witchcraft, enchantment against Jacob. But the average person that ain't covered by the Spirit of the Lord, man, they get caught up into this shit.
Yeah, because a lot of the beats that the Beatles used back in the day was druids.
And they weren't even, and the Beatles were really not that talented.
Exactly.
The media really pushed them and made them, because there were artists that were doing music at the same time that were way better than the Beatles could ever.
Well, one of my things is, if they were so great, what's the top 5 songs right now? What's up? Yellow Submarine? Anybody else?
I could think of more Paul McCartney solo songs than I can.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like
Yo,
that.
She Loved Me, yeah.
But
That's probably the biggest hit.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's Queen.
That's what
We're doing a live show right now.
And they definitely talented.
Queen was raw as fuck. Yeah.
Like here in Chicago, Chicago really took off once Chief Keef came out. Ain't nobody noticed when Chief Keef came
And
out.
I can't stand that talentless ass garbage nigga.
Yeah, I mean, it was wrong.
Yeah, whatever, man.
I wasn't fucking
when Chief Keef dropped,
Rakim had bars.
Rakim is timeless. I agree with that.
But when Chief Keef dropped, and they brought a lot of these demonic niggas from Chicago out. Once they started pushing that drill music, the city went the fuck up. It went up. You know what I mean? Not only did the city go up, but murder rate in Chicago went up.
That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of shit went up when Chief Keef came out. And I remember seeing it because we was still.
But see, what happened was a lot of those drill rappers, they had this sex and this sex, and they'll say something against another set, and then they would, next thing you know, the low end is messing with a man on the old block, and then the old block man.
Old block and the east side going at
it. Go east side going at it. Then you got the hundreds man and the goddamn 130th and over dumbass shit. And now I remember I was working at the
Esau
store.
was laughing all the way to the bank.
Yes,
because they were constantly locking these little fools up.
Yeah, and they making money off the money of the music.
They're making money off the music. They're making money off the prison system, and they're making money off the funeral shit, man. So they're making money off you hand over fist, off you doing your garbage ass talentless rapping and destroying your own people, man.
That's it. And the thing is, when I was working at the store on 127 with Oz, I saw all these niggas from the Gardens will come over. And then you got the people who are around 127. They got Perry Street boys. The niggas on Perry Street, they had their own little shit. One little couple block radius, Perry Street boys, and they'll beef with the Harvard or Yale Street, because those Yale, Princeton, and Harvard, those streets right because they done the fucking
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Come on,
that'll be the same game. Like on 51st.
Yeah.
School up for a minute.
Come on.
It'll be the Matt boys, Cal U Matt.
Yeah.
They have beef with the other GDs. Like, nigga, y'all the same. But that's why the truth is so important.
Wow.
That's why the scripture said, men shall know that you are my disciples, that you have love one towards another. These niggas don't even love each other, man. They're in the same damn group. They can't even get along with each other.
Cool.
All right, hey, scam likely. Yep, scam likely. Hey, look, a nigga get famous. He done ran with these niggas that did call bodies together, won't snitch on each other. They done did all type of shit, gang bang with each other. I mean, sexually. But when they get money, they what's the word for it?
Turn on each other?
No, it's the actual word. Fuck when you
plot on people.
Nah, God, fuck the word. Damn, man.
What is it? What's what contains it?
Like when you, I want to say blackball, but ain't it?
Backdoor.
Nah, they want to use the nigga to get money.
Oh yeah.
Because they work to extort the water. They want to extort the nigga like, look,
because you got bodies on you.
Well, yeah, you was with me. We did this shit together.
Blackmail.
Now, like, nigga, you gotta pay us these fees. We did this together. Now you gone. That's why this one nigga, it's a whole nother fucking gang over to happen this summer because them No Limit boys gonna go at it with each other because they said Herbo ain't paying these niggas. And then I got a nigga with the high school where he posted on Instagram. He a suburban nigga. He talking about the shit. He involved himself. These niggas ready to kill each other over this shit. Because Herbo done made some money, and these niggas mad he ain't paying them.
What he supposed to pay them?
He did it.
I mean, really, what? I mean, okay, so they were his homies in the street.
Yep.
They didn't put nothing in on his rap game. All right, so just because I got, you know, I got the gift of lyrics, well, we came up together, and so I have a talent that I can use to make money. And now you want to extort me? You know, not even that you just my boy. Let me help you out, keep you down.
Right.
But you want to extort me, and we supposed to be boys? What kind of shit is that?
And then you go interviews and shit, talking shit. Not even doing the shit behind closed doors, trying to get the shit together as homies. No,
it worked. And see, that's the chaos that's created by Esau Edom. We all, you know, I've heard you know, Elder Yashawamba say it many a time, man, that the nigga in America is a creation of Esau Edom.
Oh yeah,
it's in the scriptures. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Bring it out, brother.
Oh, I got a quote because we're talking about music. This is from Oliver Sacks. He says the power of music.
From who?
Oliver Sacks.
Okay.
Oh,
It says the power of music and the plasticity of
Put his face on the screen. Oliver Sacks.
the power of music and the plasticity of the brain go together very strikingly, especially in young people. So, you know, when you put this drill, just like King David, when the evil spirit was on
Neurologist. See, so hold on, let's read about Oliver Sacks, the MD author, neurologist. So he's talking about how the brain works. All right, was a physician, best-selling author, professor of neurology. He is the author of many books, including. So basically, this is that. Let's make a Talmud.
Hey,
this is crafty counsel. Somebody grab that and get whatever you got. Let him finish that point. Let him finish that, and then you read that scripture.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, they like to make Kanye this crazy nigga, which he is crazy, but he is actually. He has some intelligence.
He's extremely talented, and he is intelligent.
Yeah, but he nuts because it's instrumental nuts. He came out and said it. He was talking about the drums. He was talking about how it's demonic. He's a producer. He makes beats. He's telling you the frequency that you got to do this shit is wicked. Yep. He did a whole interview talking about the shit.
Wow.
So that's true. We know it's true because of the scriptures. So Rock 42:24, there's a right hand side, there's a left hand side. The Bible gives the example of the right hand side. Yep. King David played the harp, the demons left King Saul. Yep. These niggas on the left hand side know how to put them demons on you. Yep. You know, they use that certain bass, then it got that chant. Who ran it? They got that. And now you in the club ready to fucking fight. Right. But they got that. But
like Mama said, knock you out back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Tear the club up. Tear the club. That's your hype. Look, that's the guy angry over there. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just going. Ain't no chat, no Jake. This Romans 1. This Romans 1. And I'm going to get to the point. Oh, shit. 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents without understanding, covenant breakers without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful. Here's the point. Who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So Esau don't just like doing wickedness. He gets off on getting you to go off with him. Yep. His whole mission is to get, 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Who's working coming after Satan with all lies, deceitfulness, lying wonders, all right, to deceive the people, man. Esau gets off on you going after him and follow him and being wicked like him. That's why he hates us. When you read Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, you're like, they're not like other men. They not listening to us. Why are they going against what we talking about? Esau was pissed that we not following him. He gets off on getting people to follow his ways and what he's about. Because in this industry, the rap music, for one, it's a good way to keep our people going off. You know, so that way Esau can think we'll stay in his hands forever. The Lord won't come save us. He didn't expect the Lord to do this great miracle, waking us up. All right, but Esau did that just to keep us under his thumb, man.
That's right.
Keep us going off. That's part of him accusing us to the Most High, man. Look at them, man. Hey, women whores. Look at Megan Thee Stallion. She made a song called
it's backfiring on him too because his children are listening to this crazy shit.
And they know the lyrics better than
they losing their minds too.
Oh, yeah, they know the lyrics better than niggas.
America's just like a counter peg. look, there was a. Let me read a little bit of this article, man. There was a shooting. There was a shooting in Sacramento. Six people were killed in Sacramento in a shooting. All right, 12 were injured in downtown Sacramento. Then and it's given a whole story of how the bodies were found amid a large crowd in the area. Police initially reported multiple victims after the attack not far from the state capitol. As it waded through the carnage, counting casualties. And and I used to go to Sacramento, man. That was like a well-to-do city. I mean, it was mostly Edomites. There was some heathen and some Jake, but going back to the 90s and the 80s, man. Sacramento. That's where all the rich kids was coming from. I got one of my first heathens. She came down from Sacramento. All right, but it says, and then it goes on that how 12 people were injured outside of the 6. Then at the story it says 5 dead in Sacramento church shootings after man kills his children and takes his own life. So look, America's just a melting pot of just madness, and guess what? The music that destroyed Jake is the, like you said, the vibrations is just all across America, man. And it's gonna eventually, when you add that to everything else that's going on, once those food shortages come, once those food shortages hit full, and when the dollar collapses and they reset this digital, which all looking like this, all gonna happen over the next couple months. It's gonna be like that scene from the church scene from the Kingsman. It's gonna get nuts out here, man.
The original birth, remember they all went to the church, and where did those things go first?
Yeah, the mercenaries.
Yeah, right. Well, so first of all, a lot of them churches will be run through because you know what a lot of them churches got? Food banks that they give niggas food and free handouts periodically.
And angry fucking followers that's mad that you ain't teach them this, man.
Yeah.
They don't come against those so-called leaders, man. I just paid this and that.
I paid $10,000 in the last 3 years for you.
The scripture says that these pastors and shit gonna be getting put to death.
Yeah.
I read that.
And
what you got?
Boys that be molested too. Now it's grown
right.
Been molested by these preachers.
Yeah, and you got these angry ass. You know what? Hey, look, man, you got to be a brave or either just retarded or a sick motherfucker to go and molest Cain Velasquez's child.
Right, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
But that's what shows that this society is perverse.
That's why he locked up. He tried to shoot the dude.
Right, he should be held as a hero.
He should be a hero.
He's a national hero, but guess what? Because America upholds pedophiles, he's a criminal.
Yeah,
he should be propped up just like them 3 gentlemen in Texas that put to death their stepfather for fathering their sister. But because America enjoys propping up pedophiles, that's why Cain Velasquez is a criminal and not a fucking national.
You know the saying, you can cancel everything but the Catholic Church, bro.
That's right.
Because to be honest, he has laws when they defend heathens like that would be a justifiable act on how he would handle that. This man wasn't
this is supposed to be a Christian.
He beat Brock Lesnar. That was enough.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be.
Fact that he fucking damn near put to death Diddler and his accomplices. Because guess what? The buddy's parents were the ones that had that daycare, so they're as responsible for giving that fucking pedophile an endless resource of children.
Yeah.
So fuck America because that's what they propped up. If you're for America, you're for pedophilia on the highest scales.
That's
fuck
right.
you, motherfucker.
That's right. And it turns out that it said that this freak touched this man's child on almost 100 times, man. So he lost it because I guess the person went to jail. Then the person got bailed out, and he went after them with a pistol or a gun.
What else they do?
But I wish he just would have went and grabbed them and did the Cain Velasquez thing on him.
But he wanted to put this man to death because in his mind it was the law of the land, man. That's how you know
it was the father's rage. How the fuck you expect a man to act when he found out his 4-year-old child has been
He should-
molested
Hey,
by
hey,
some freaky ass Edomite
Brother,
who they're letting out of jail. How the fuck you expect them to act?
And see, on a national, my daughter just
Because I personally, I wouldn't want to use a gun. I would have wanted to use my hand.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would have wanted to break his shit and feel it break. You know,
bro, my daughter just went through a car accident that she didn't have to go through, and I want to put my hands on the person responsible for that. How much more on a heinous act? And that's a natural, righteous response.
That's actually happened.
Yeah.
Where a child runs out in the street and gets hit by a car, all right, and the person stops like you're supposed to. They stop, but then the child's parents attack them and beat them to death. That's happening in America plenty of times. It's like, well, wait a minute, your kid the one ran out in the street.
Yeah, so,
You know,
That's why you don't stop.
But no, but I'm just saying that has happened. You know,
Right.
Yeah, but hey, that's why they had laws in Israel as well. It's like if you kill somebody by accident and so forth. They say, you know what? You get your ass to the next couple of towns away until the spirit is off with them on that, because that spirit of vengeance
of blood.
That's what somebody really supposed to do.
Yeah, yes, right. For the priest or for people people got to escape. That's right. That's right. And because the Lord knows the spirit, and it's a natural thing to want to revenge a wrong. Now, if it's
a
a
man
wrong,
that's getting out the car or a woman to check on a child that just ran out in front of them, and then gets attacked and beaten to death, while they're trying to
atone for
they're,
whatever they
they're
did.
like, fuck, oh my god, and then all of a sudden they getting beat over the head with bats and shit.
Right.
You know. So just saying, though,
Especially
so
in Jacob.
I understand the mindset of Cain, man, and like you said, he should be heralded as a hero because Cain did what most Americans say they would do if that happened to them.
Right.
He actually did it.
Right.
He got a gun and went after the dude who did this to his child.
Where's the right wing where's the right wing with this?
But you know what? I bet you if Cain was an Edomite, it would be a different
Oh,
story.
bro, they would have been
That's it. So you got a Mexican that shot a white guy. We don't care that this white guy was harboring a child molester, because guess what? His damn stepfather or his father, whoever the hell he was to him, he probably was doing it too.
Right, and the mothers, because they were the ones propagating him to have the resource to be at them children, man. Because really, they were running the daycare. Because they had mentioned that it was Cain's family member. They just only recently said that it was his child. So yes, he was in his right mind to want to get for his child.
The media purposely tried to downplay it by saying a family member, not saying his child, because that would play to the emotions of the people and make them look. They kept saying a family member. It was his daughter, his son, I forget.
But wait a minute, it's okay for a woman, a black woman, to be specific, man, to call her cousin to come kill some nigga that hit her one time because she done broke his car with whatever she done did to this nigga. But that's acceptable with the society. But this man defending his child, his family member, it could have been his goddamn nephew. It's only right you defend your kid.
Yep.
Or something like that. A bitch being a bitch. That's some shit she got to deal with. She don't want the fucking mouth being flip at, as my girl, I'm gonna say, flip at, whatever the fuck that means. But that goes to Haggai, man. It's no righteous judge. I believe it's Haggai 1. Well,
because Esau,
there's no righteous judge.
he's a respected person. It depends on who's doing it.
Yeah.
What he does is throw the rock and hide it, and then get mad when you act.
They made a whole movie with Jennifer Lopez able to defend herself. This bitch can go ahead and kill this nigga, beat his ass and shit. She trained and became a master ninja. All right.
It was so bad. It was a cop that told her how to do all that shit.
Right. The cop tell her to do this shit, and that's okay. But this man defend himself, he's the devil.
Yeah. Go bring it out.
This Isaiah, and it also goes into Kirk the Cain. He said anybody slay Cain,
sevenfold.
So this Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Because in a man, a real man, what is a man that can't protect his family, man? That's a real man. If you see something natural, and then what dude did was against the scriptures, according to the scriptures, that dude would have been put to death.
That's the
You
only
know what I mean?
job
That's
I'm doing.
and that's the only outcome that's supposed to come after that, man. It's death, man.
Yeah.
All right. And then what happens after that? The scriptures say what? That you put evil from among you.
You serve
And
evil from among Israel.
From among Israel, and that all the people may fear. You know what I'm saying? So when things like that do happen, it's actually for the benefit of the other people in other nations, because people will be afraid to do this shit. Like you go in certain parts of Africa, adultery, and that's why they sneak around, because a lot of women, and they'll set you on fire. You know, you go to Mexico, you go to Cuba, they'll cut your head off and hang your body as a public display.
Bible shot. Can I hit this back you up? This is back 1 and 4.
I was holding, brother.
Oh, damn.
No, go ahead. No. Yeah, I was waiting for him to. But go ahead, brother.
Back 1 and 4. Therefore, the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
Right. So since right now the Lord is really giving grace and mercy, so basically the whole world is basically taking advantage of it right now, man. Because judgment not going forth. A woman can commit adultery. Hell, you can fucking look at your wife with a whole nother nigga.
You know what? And the crazy thing about that, I want you to finish that, is that the woman will turn it around and make it your fault. Something you said.
Oh yeah, you did me wrong.
You made me do this because blah 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 blah. No, but your own flesh made you do that. Your own wicked desires made you
I didn't
do
put that nigga dick in your pussy.
I was just thinking that.
Now you know that's crazy. Now if I brought you in a room and made you do some shit like that, then you'd have a problem with it.
Right.
All right. But finish that, brother.
Yeah. Therefore, the law was slack. Edomite woman too. Back in 1 and 4. Therefore, the law was slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded.
Time. I got one more. We go right behind it. This is Job 19:7, and it reads, "Behold, I cry out of wrong, but I am not heard. I cry aloud, but there is no judgment." So there's no judgment, against the wrongdoings that are done here in America, against the color of law being pushed, against the alphabet lifestyle being pushed to small children, against the people who actually do these things to small children, these priests who just get transferred from one parish to the next parish to go do the same shit to the next batch of youth in this place. And you know what? I look forward to the day when, like the brother said earlier, man, Yahweh Allah, when a lot of these victims of these heinous crimes of pedophilia start putting to death these priests and shit, all around the world, because they've been doing this shit,
To add to the point you made, just briefly, not pass it on to your brothers. I'm trying to long winded, so we call monster because we tell you a woman is a woman. She have a cycle, 14, 15, whatever. But you got Disney, the bitch, whoever, I forget what her position is in Disney. You can Google it. This bitch said by the end of this year, I believe it was the end of this year, 50% of the main characters of Disney will be LGBTQ. So they ain't trying to convince your children that this shit is normal and okay and how it should be. All right? But we're moms. No, they not. We're moms will tell us that these young women are actually women. All right? So you sexualize these young women, but they sexualize actual children. Yeah. To tell them to go this way or that way, that's actually telling them to be sexualized.
And where's complaining about that? Well, here we are telling you that when a woman, for these people who complain about the Bible, we're telling you that when a young man reaches puberty, he's a man, and when a young woman reaches puberty or passes the flower of her age, she's a young woman. They're both able to bring forth life at that point. Oh. Therefore, they are adults. Now they're young, immature adults who still need to be cultivated and learned, but they're still adults. But yet these people in America, in the West, are pushing this shit on small children who don't even have use of their organs or even understand it and just want to play. They just want to be kids.
Right. Yeah. And this is beside the point from actual Disney employees that talk about the pedophilia within that company. This is beside the point from all the employees that cry about all these Orlando,
Yep.
Raven Simone, all of them are all bugged out
Yep.
because they got played. Lizzie McGuire.
Yep.
Lizzie McGuire said how her titties got zapped so they wouldn't grow for her to be a Disney employee for 6 years and not mature and grow into her body so that she would be a pubescent teen.
Prepubescent.
Yes, prepubescent, not even a teen. A prepubescent teen for her to be a
So they
Disney
did
employee.
operations on her to keep
They
her.
literally stunned
to-
her
to-
growth
stun
in
her
the
growth,
point
keep
for her to be somebody that
They'll
they
wrap those bandages around the titties.
Right,
Flat,
and
so
right.
they don't grow when they should.
So these
So
are
she can
actual
look like a young girl still.
because they
She
didn't
can
want
get
her to
job-
grow up
yeah.
and be Lizzie McGuire for 6 years. So this is besides the point of actual Disney employees that are getting on YouTube and Twitter and all these
Wow.
social medias to
That's
complain
so
about
wicked.
what the Disney system did to them. Look at
So
Miley Cyrus.
they couldn't have brought in another lookalike.
They couldn't get a younger
They
girl.
really like Lizzie
Right.
McGuire.
No, they
She
said,
had the
look,
look,
this
she
is
had
a
the blonde
prototype
hair.
of the white girl that we need
The
in
show was
TV.
named after her.
I never heard
I
of
did,
it.
because I like that little flat chest picture. I didn't know that it was done on purpose. But what this is besides the point of actual Disney employees that are sighing and crying on the web of how they are developmentally fucked over because these Disney executives needed them to look a type of way in order for their enterprise to triumph.
This shit is
Check
wicked.
this out.
God damn.
On all points.
Hurt my fucking brain.
This is
Bro, I'm mad as fuck I had to repeat that shit because Jake should know better.
This is a bitch from Spider-Man. She was actually on Disney Channel first.
Because the London guy is
Yeah.
gay. He's not really her man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just a
yeah,
fucking
but she-
whatever.
Zendaya was
Yeah, because
she was on
dude is
Disney
a
Channel
mo.
first.
He's not. He was kissing
Right.
up on me. He,
But this is a cartoon on Disney Channel. I talk about this a lot. It's called Shizo. Now it's called Shizo. It used to come on a couple years ago, but it aired 2012. It was on 2012, 2013. But it was about a boy who got superpowers when he turned into a tramp.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And-
man.
it's called Shizo. And when he put on girl clothes, I'm put on the camera. When he put on girl clothes, he got superpowers. And it was an actual girl on the show as well.
Wow, that girl. Okay.
It was an actual girl. It was a girl on the show as well. She got superpowers when she became a boy, which they was pumping that gender. Like you could be a superhero if you put on girl.
What she say though, brother?
Who?
The bitch. Zendaya.
No, I'm just saying she was on Disney. She was
Oh,
she
right.
was-
They've been pushing it.
they've been
Well,
pushing
4
it.
days ago, they said they're going to change it. 50% will represent the 50% of the characters become the underrepresented LGBTQ and other things. It's all about the LGBTQ. That's their about,
Yes,
man.
yeah.
Because they don't have pleasure in just. They don't want to just be gay. They know it's wicked. They know the judgment. Like we read in Romans 1. They want you to get down with it. So they push that to the children.
That's it.
But we're monsters for saying this 14-year-old
The lawful age
who
of
had her.
wedding.
Well, women, it's no real age with women. It goes off their cycle.
Wow.
Even with a man, it's no real age. It's generally 12, but it's when you, hey, a lot. I'm not the only one because I'm not the only man. I remember my first wet dream. I remember when I woke up and I said, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm a man." I just
It was
okay.
a dream first. though.
And yet the dream comes first. It's like, what the fuck was that? Hold on, that's something different.
Bro,
No, that's not in women. It comes another way. They got a cycle. It's like now your mind is different. Your mind just wake up different.
Yeah, 'cause
I
my
understand
daughter-
my cousins, my aunties, my mom. Like he'll be different and he just like women. He already liked women, but it was like it wasn't the same. It was, but it was like, oh wait, oh I like women, you know. But with women, it's different. They get their cycle. They know. So 13, 14. Some of them don't get their cycle until they 16. Now in America, our diet is fucked up, hormones and everything. So you may get it at 9. We would avoid that, all right? Because that's not natural. You know, it's not natural like that. It's not. Now it can happen, but it's not natural like that.
Right.
And when you look up the etymology of the word, that's when you become a man or woman. Puberty, all right? But we're monsters for that. Meanwhile, you have this company, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old. They're pushing this agenda that, oh no, you can be a woman. That you a boy, but your dick doesn't matter to you. That don't make you a boy. You can become this. You can have a pussy, but no, you can become a man. There's a whole campaign saying can only vaginas have periods.
Yeah.
Of course.
And boys can get pregnant too.
Boys can get pregnant too.
They're also pushing the male because I was talking to some stupid ass Northern Kingdom.
Does a penis make you a boy?
They was talking about
Yes.
birth control for men. It actually acts like birth control, but you would think it's a fucking condom.
Condoms?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I told the dumb ass. Yeah,
But they got pills for men now too.
They trying to push that, and who knows
What the fuck that's gonna do?
what that's gonna do, you know.
My child sells them $9.
Once again,
Nah, you play with people.
Moving on. But he don't sell no damn birth control, man. The brother's talking about ginseng, and that's only should just. It's all good. Moving on. Man.
yeah, man.
Ginseng, man. I had a precept.
Go ahead, bring it out.
This is a Rock 20 and 9. Yeah, bro. It's Rock 20 and 9. There is a sinner that has good success and evil things. There is a gain that turned into loss. There is a gift that should not profit thee, and there is a gift whose recompense is double. So you think you're getting a nice gift from Esau? That word gift goes to bribery. You think you get a nice gift from Esau? You get money, like YK Osiris said.
Yep.
It's the devil, man. You do this, he's right, man. But you're gonna get a double recompense from the Lord, man. You will pay, and we gotta get to Isaiah 30 before we even sit down. May they deal with death. Isaiah 30. We gotta get that before we even sit down. Man. These niggas, they made a deal with Satan, it's gonna just be cool. No, man. The Lord got your ass. The Lord controls both sides, and you followed after the wrong side. And like Nori said, there's these doors. You went to the wrong door.
Yeah.
So you gotta pay for that, man. Your deal with death shall be annulled, man. Esau can't protect your ass. All right. When this economy collapse, you think, oh, you're gonna promote this and promote that, and you're gonna be straight when it should happen. No. That deal with death is going to be annulled, man. The Lord is going to be on your ass. Judgment's coming for you. Southside Mike got one.
Sirach chapter 8, verse 4. Strive not with a mighty man, lest thou fall to his hands. Be not at variance with a rich man, lest he overweight thee, for gold had destroyed many, perverted the hearts of the king.
Yeah, right. The way that they get people to sell out is by promising them the glory of the world, and then once they get to that point, they see all the secrets behind it. It's like they regret it.
Yeah, that's why you got a lot of these guys walking around here all leaned out and all this other kind of stuff on all the different fucking drugs and shit because they didn't know that's what they had.
I done seen some people. Matter of fact, on the way to camp yesterday, it was a Jake on the train, and you know, and people were laughing at him and making fun of him, and I saw Jake even recording him. But then the dude kept murmuring something, and he was like in this bent over position with a stick like this, and he literally bounced up and down like that for like 7-8 minutes, and it looked like he was doing it before I got on the train. And when one of the things when he finally started making sense, he was saying, "I want to pray." So he was
before he got to
before he said that. That was the only thing that came out of his mouth that made sense.
Okay.
All right. And then you know, and it really just pissed me off, and it kind of bugged me because who's behind all that drug shit, man? All right. You know, it's complete and total witchcraft because the dude was bugged out of his mind, man. And then I saw an Edomite today, you know, doing some similar shit, but even more violent. Like he was jumping up and down and punching the air and, you know, just tweaking all by himself, man. Then he would stop and he would lean. Then he started doing the shit again, man. That shit was like, what the hell? What? I'm like, what the hell you smoking and shooting? You need to stop immediately.
No, because at the time when cocaine and heroin and crack came out, Jake didn't know. Jake wasn't the chemist, and you know, they come up with it because to make crack, you know, you mix it with bacon, something that everybody got in their home to amplify this. You know what I mean?
Niggas don't got airplanes. Now, I mean, it was his character, but that's what it was.
Hey, they don't got gun factories either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Who can't get diesel gasoline because you need diesel gasoline to make cocaine. It's a whole process. It's like a witch's brew. Like it's a whole process behind it. Esau
Yeah,
came
tell
up with
him how
that,
much
gave it
y'all
to Jacob.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew about it.
Well, it was on Vice.
Who's in
I found
control
out
of the
on
poppy
Vice.
fields? Who's in control of the poppy fields? No, you make morphine, all right? You make heroin, right? You make your Tylenol 3s, all from the same poppy seeds. Niggas wasn't making these wars for that. Esau did.
But he makes.
But he makes his military over there.
He controlled both sides. You got the medical side to the poppy seeds. You got the drug side of them. Well, I don't even want to say drug because drug means dry earth. Your parts when you got in your cabinet is a drug. Your fucking heroin you shooting up is not a drug.
That's right. It's poison.
All right, that's fucking poison.
That's it. Hey, Yasser Ali got something to back this up, brother.
I got a precept Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
Oh, the well-favored harlot. The whole that everybody wants.
Hey, the world loves this. America.
Come on.
They all got something to say against America.
Come
they
on.
All did this. When America get on your ass, now with this, they point fingers. Wait a minute, you cool with America outside of that? And you still making deals with this whore. They love this bitch, man.
Hey, I'm just reading this comment from and it says from H Rail. It says, crack cocaine was tested on monkeys in UCLA in the 1970s.
That's it.
And I'm gonna look into that. That's heavy, man. Well, go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah, they do tests on all these drugs before it hit the public. All right, they had the I forget the movie.
That means it's all a setup, man.
The movie, it was about weed, but I forget the movie. It was in black and white when they was doing. It was a propaganda movie, but they was doing tests on the weed back when movies was black and white, man.
Oh damn! I was thinking Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express got the clip from the movie in that movie. They got the clip of it. Reefer Madness.
Yes.
And they know Esau. They do a lot of tests on this. Now they made it legal for weed and recreational use. And one level that's okay, and the other level is not, because they know that when you smoke weed, it produces a chemical imbalance in your brain because it kills off instantly all the CBD. All right, CBD burns off at above 250 degrees. So now you got a chemical imbalance. That's why when you smoke weed, you're so fucking paranoid. All right, there's a lot of other shit that comes with it, man.
Make you age faster.
Yeah. Hey, it drives bitches' coochies out too. All that smoking. Smoking weed has zero medical benefits. They use that. They use the fact that marijuana itself has medical benefits to get it through the door and make it legal, but smoking it has zero. That's how Esau gets done. He does a diligent search.
Wow,
Hey,
man.
see, anytime-
Is there more to that, bro? I want you to finish that, and then we're gonna finish up with that Second Thessalonians.
God, just one
not I mean that Micah 2, 1 and 2. Go ahead, brother.
I was going to say on the smoking tip, man. The body naturally tells your body. As soon as you say, what's the first thing that happens? That's the body telling you that this is nothing good for the body. But when you eat and consume the herbs correctly, you can actually get the medicinal values out of it.
Yeah, it's just like people light up. I see people who light up cigarettes. One of the first things they do, even when they see the smoke, is they cough.
Yeah.
As soon as you light it up, so that's your body saying no.
Yes. Smoke is
all right.
Smoke is actually a form of fire. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Well, that's a Sirach. I mean, that's a second Esdras. It talks about the smoke coming after the fire.
Yeah,
but it is a saying in the world, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Well, you can actually.
So you got smoke come out your lungs, there's fire.
Go ahead, finish that.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations, and through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
And the whole world is drunk in that cup of Babylon. They follow the Western mindset. So it's no big hurrah that you niggas was got. Hey, we once was all in the world. We started off with the Ephesians, the 5th chapter. We were all in the darkness. We all thought one way. We all thought this was right, that was wrong. But the Lord showed us a light. And now this light has been shown to the world. And you people, and when I say people, I mean you Israelites, Negroes, Native Americans, man. And even those who, you may look like a different nation, but you still Israelite. You can tell by your spirit. Like the house party too. When he say he eat bean pies, he rap and he like big booties. You're one of us.
That's
right.
You white looking motherfuckers that deal with the shit we deal with, man. All right, y'all Israelites, man. But y'all follow the ways of this place, man. Y'all refuse to return. Y'all refuse to return to the Lord. The Lord has jacked us up. He brought us low. We all in the lower state. None of us got a holier than thou spirit, man. That's why we so plain in these videos. You may think these brothers, they make jokes, they do this and that. Man, this is for you. Like Paul said, we become all things for all people.
That's it.
We can be very studious.
That's
We
it.
can be very studious and just break down words,
Right.
meanings,
Or
go
just
to the
read.
Hebrew, Greek, Latin.
No,
we can do that shit easily. We do it.
Acts
We
2.
do it. We do it in a way so everybody can receive it.
Hey, Paul said it. I become basically things to all men.
For all people.
For all men. He said, to the wise I became wise, to the strong I became strong, to the weak I became weak. If I was dealing with the intellectual scholar from some university, I ain't gonna come to him like, hey, yo, nigga, this is how the Most High said. This what we. I will come to him. Well, you know, but first of all, and if you look at item number, I'll speak in a more intellectual level.
Right.
If I'm taking somebody from the hood, I'm gonna speak in a more natural level. I'm gonna go to. I become all things to all men to do what? To gain all men.
And that goes double for Elder, right? You know, all the brothers, dude got a very vast vocabulary. That goes double for him. I mean, y'all used to give a random definition from the dictionary, and his task was to tell us the word for this definition. So we can do that, but this is for everybody to get it, man. And you motherfuckers have proven and shown that you want darkness. You don't want light. You don't want logic. These things that we say are very logical. The Cain Velasquez thing, just an example. It's only right that a man wants to do these things for his child. What man would disagree with that?
Protection.
But because we coming from the standpoint of these scriptures, and now if you agree with us, that means you got to agree with all these other scriptures. You would rather say, fuck Cain Velasquez, he's wrong. You rocking with Esau. So you've been tricked. And all the heathens have been tricked to follow Esau, Edom, and American philosophy, what they call the Western mindset. And you're going to pay for that, man.
That's right.
All right? It says the nations have drunken up for wine, therefore the nations are mad. You're going to realize you drunk up the cup of the wrath, like Revelation call it. This cup you drunk of is the wrath of the Most High. You following this devil, you got to die with this devil, man. Though hand be joined in hand, man, the wicked should not go unpunished. You gotta go to hell with it, man. Because the truth is here. Look, the Lord is like, look, y'all ain't know no better. I humbled all you motherfuckers. Now repent. And y'all don't want to repent.
Nope.
Here we go. He said this prophets, the servants rising early said, do not these abominable things that the
right.
Lord hate.
Yep. Jake still got a butt. It's always a
It's
butt.
always a butt.
You know? Bring it out, brother.
It's First Maccabees 1:11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. And that's what them niggas do, man. All right.
To this day.
To this day. God knows. It says, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device,
and that's these niggas. That goes back to the sellouts, all that.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to deal. And that's Malachi, I believe, 3 and 7. All right. They don't want to deal. Yeah, it's in Malachi 2 and 7 maybe. They don't want to deal with, like Micah said, I've sinned against the Lord. I gotta bear the indignation. They say, no, fuck that. We're gonna go up to Esau. We're gonna get this comfort. We're gonna get this money. Meanwhile, they're dealing with the depression, all the hopelessness that comes with following after this devil, man. And you're gonna pay for that, man. And look, it's better to suffer now for righteousness than to suffer now and live it up. Because with the Lord is mercy, with the heathens is death. Because you will die to death in uncircumcised, following the uncircumcised.
Quick precept. Quick precept. This is Proverbs.
I'd rather be penalized.
Right. God knows.
This is Proverbs 10
y'all.
and 22. The blessing of Yahweh, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. So shit, the blessing of Esau, Edom, and the devil, you're gonna get nothing but sorrows with it, man.
Yeah.
You know, the scriptures say the righteous shall suffer straight things and have hope for the wine, but the wicked shall suffer these same straight things and have no hope for the wine. That's true.
Bring that scripture down, brother.
Which one? The Micah one?
No, the Micah one.
Yeah, the Micah one.
Can Rapai read that Isaiah he got?
Come on, brother.
Isaiah 28. Hold on, Rapai, relax.
No, go ahead, bro.
Fire.
That's the last scripture, brother.
Okay,
bring that up.
Get him, big on
fire.
Isaiah 28, verse 14. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men, that rule this people which is in Jerusalem. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death and with
This
hell.
is talking about the so-called leaders of the Black community, the Latin community, Native American community. All right, right here, you made this deal with the death. Right here, go ahead.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
You think because you're in league with Esau that the shit that's coming to Esau, whatever Esau does, not gonna touch you? That's not the case, because the Lord is bringing his judgment. Esau not in fucking control. Hey, look, Satan ain't in control, man. Right. Satan don't do nothing opposite of what the Lord allows him to do.
Ask that albino ape from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Who sold out, you know.
Yeah. And they were still beating his ass, calling him the same shit. Let's call him other apes. You still a fucking, hey, Kanye said it. Even if you in the bed, you're still a nigga in the coop.
Yep. Right.
Even if you in the bed, you're still a nigga in the coop. Esau don't give a fuck about you.
That was the insider statement too, because he said that from the inside, saying, "Look, I'm still a nigga, because they still treat me like a nigga, even though I'm Kanye. I'm still a motherfucking nigga."
And that goes to show you, man. That's a very miserable and unhappy individual, man.
Yes.
So if he is not evidence that selling out to Esau ain't worth it, I don't know what is.
Man. He said, "I sold my soul to the devil." At least he said it was a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys and a happy meal.
And a happy meal is not a filet mignon.
Damn.
And you don't see. First of all, matter of fact, y'all get me mad, man. Man, I'm getting fucking pissed off. Trading places, man. Trading places. When you go reading trading places, man. The elites, the true elites, when they get to the end of the movie, they say, "Are we gonna really give this money to this nigger?" He said, "Hell no!" And he said, and they made a bet for $1 You ain't nothing. A nigga ain't worth nothing but a happy meal to Esau. He will set you up. He will set you up just to fool the masses, but he's not going to give you nothing near what he's got. Your greatest nigga is a peon on Esau's level. When you talk about the Rothschilds, you're not talking about a millionaire. You're not talking about a billionaire. You're really not even talking about a trillionaire. You're talking about quadrillionaires.
Monetary value can push.
Come on, bro.
They control your fucking dollar bill.
And the value of the dollar.
They above a dollar value. Now they control the dollar. When you go to your buy gold for cash, that gold goes to them.
They control all the market and the value of the market.
The earth was truly given into the hands of the wicked. Man.
No,
I'm gonna read this.
Can he finish that? It was a little more. It's a little
Yes.
more.
Back in Isaiah 20:15, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
And that goes to the Zechariah. It says even their pastors slacking. I can't.
Go ahead, brother.
No, man, this is, you know how to do it. I'm sorry.
That's Benji, man. That's Benji, man. You get that.
It's Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessor slay them and hold himself not guilty. That's that's Edom. And they that sell them,
come on,
say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich." And their own shepherds pity them not. Our own shepherds, our own leaders, they like they don't got no damn shame. They don't give a fuck. Like, look, I'm rich. I'm getting this money. I'm getting my cut. They don't care that they selling us out to these devils. Right. They don't care that they teaching us the oppressor's ways. As long as they getting their fucking payment.
Why is that nigga on that nag?
Right, Stephen.
Why is that nigga on that nag?
He was above every other nigga on the plantation. He was comfortable. He was cool.
Yeah.
This Candyland forever, nigga.
Yeah, because why? Because you know what?
And that's the blue.
He didn't have to do no back-breaking labor.
Exactly.
All he had to do was be in the big house and
run the affairs of the man.
And run the affairs of Calvin. That's right? Which is why he cried so loud when Calvin died.
All right.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I finish it out. So we need to close.
God, verse 16, Isaiah 20:16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
God, that's what's going to be saved, the believers. The rest of you motherfuckers going to doubt. You're going to die with your devil.
And they faking the funk like Calvin. Because what did Calvin do at the end? He threw his cane down.
Yeah,
The nigga was faking the whole time.
Right.
The whole it was all he would could
I'm the
walk
old
fine.
feeble man.
I count 6 shots, nigga.
Yeah, he was faking the whole damn time. Full of shit. All right.
We threw it down when
Isaiah.
That's the point.
Watch it again.
Yeah, watch
It's
it.
that's still the point.
That's the point.
That's the point. I was saying, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Because y'all.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Come on. This is Isaiah 31 and 3. I get to the point. It says, "Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fail." So those you niggas that want to help the ginger of this damn Edomite, you're gonna fall, man.
That's right.
It says they that help it shall fail, and he that hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. So
Hallelujah.
all you niggas that want to help this devil's gonna fall, and you fucking
That's right.
gorilla ass niggas with him.
That's right.
And
And a lot of them is gonna be Eve who join us like that damn judge.
That's right.
All right,
That's
but
right.
this Mike
2 and 1.
2, 1, and 2.
All right, and right before I read it, I just want to make land back on what the elder said. These people shot. Don't worry about it. I just lost it. Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hands, and they covet fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
If I may say, all this to get to a one world government, a new world order, and wickedness.
That's it.
All right. So all these things that's going on that they do, you know, to try to trap us to continue to forward their ultimate goal of a one world government and wickedness. When the Most High already got a one world government and righteousness.
That's right. Because they're on the left hand, because they're on the left hand side. Can I just give this one just to back them up real quick? I don't. No, because it said.
Hey, y'all, forget
I know, man. Psalms 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." And this is the end game of all what Esau does in Hollywood, is to keep us in no more remembrance of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right, man. That's it. So with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakakwadash.
Wa Abba Ba.
Till next time, turn